Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Guten Morgen. Pada sesi kali ini kita akan melihat pembentangan daripada pelajar-pelajar yang mengambil kursus UHB 10702 iaitu Bahasa Jerman. Seterusnya, marilah sama-sama kita saksikan pembentangan bagi kumpulan yang pertama yang diketuai oleh saudari Lim Hui Ying. Dengan segala hormatnya, saya menyerahkan sesi ini kepada kumpulan yang pertama, dipersilakan.
Hello, good morning. So now I will start to share screen. Okay, this is our screen. Can you see? Can you all see? Can give me a response?
Yes.
Okay. Debbie, where is you?
Madam Zakia binti Amir Hamza and my fellow friends. Today we are going to talk about the language carnival. Today we would like to introduce ourselves. Okay. Name is Darwindaran.
Hello, guten Morgen everyone. My name is Lim Ilin.
Guten Morgen, everyone. I'm Shirley.
The international language contact with language and cultures. German is one of the major languages in this world, and it is also the official language in Germany. It is the second most commonly used and among the most widely used language on websites. So from this carnival, we aim to provide the students with opportunity to use German language and also learn their cultures. Moreover, we having some activities that related to cultures. It's helped to improve the knowledge of German culture among the students. So the objective of this program is to expose German language and cultures to students, to introduce the unique of German cultures, and strengthen the German language speaking and communication skills. Right?
So first of all will be Easter drawing. Easter is to commemorate the resurrection of Jesus on the third day after his death. And Christian believe that Easter represents rebirth and hope. There will be 4-day holiday in Germany around Easter weekend, and the egg symbolizes Jesus is resurrected and out of the stone tomb. And now it has evolved into an expression of friendship and care. So this is the video of Easter drawing. Can have a look.
Everyone can hear the sounds.
Yes, can.
Yes, can.
Okay, so we'll go to the next activity. Good morning, everyone. My name is Lim Hui Ying. So the next activity is about the Oktoberfest. That is the largest frost festival in the world, and we hold in the area from the end of September to the beginning of October on the terraces in Munich, around 2 weeks. The first festival is in the year 1810, that is to celebrate the wedding of Prince Rubin and Princess Tris. The main assistant drink and food, which is the beer and sauces. The activity is preference, forest, and performance, and very west. That is have some video, so everyone can see. So next, I will pass to my friends Eileen.
Is it possible to travel on just $50 a day? I think so. My name is Matt.
Hello, everyone. The next famous activity of German is Cologne Carnival. This activity is also known as the feast season, and this carnival always open in the Old Square in Cologne on Double 11 area. Their main forms of celebration are carnival relics, mass parades, and Batman performance. The two pictures are examples of activity Cologne Carnival, which is mass parades. They wear exotic clothes to exaggerate and make up or wear masks. Their famous protagonists are clowns and lunatic, and the protagonists will parade on the street and distribute the candies to everyone. Okay. Let's see the video.
What is Jacob's baked crisps?
Jacob, God, help me.
Are you sure?
No, wait. Tasty. Come on. Healthy? Or is it sweet?
New Jacob's baked crisps, baked, fried, and in 3 flavors. So healthy and tasty.
Welcome to one of Europe's craziest parties, the world-famous Karnival in Cologne, Germany, which draws millions of visitors to the city every winter. If you want to know what this celebration is all about and how to enjoy it to the fullest, this video is your formal invitation to Party Crash. So here's everything you need to know about Karnival, from what it is, what to wear, where to celebrate, and how to skim your way to limitless free candy. And if you're actually planning a trip to Karnival, be sure to also check out the written version of this guide on happytowonder.com, where more practical tips and information awaits. Now, without further ado, hit that cheesy intro. What's up, Smarties? Christina here from happytowonder.com. Today, I'm taking you to one of the best parties in Germany, the Karnival in Cologne. For more Europe videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe and give this video a like so I know that you're excited to party. Before we get started, I do have a postcard to give away. Every week, I send a postcard to someone who comments, so congratulations to Tammy, this week's winner. Be sure to leave a comment below as well in this video for your chance to win. Now, let's get down to business. In a nutshell, the Cologne Carnival, or Kölner Karnival, is a celebration that is best described as a week of non-stop fun leading up to Lent. You know, to get all that partying out of your system. And while Karnival is celebrated around the world, Cologne is one of the most famous places in Europe to partake in the festivities. In fact, Karnival traditions in Cologne are so beloved that this period of time is often referred to as the 5th season. This season officially starts on November 11th at 11:11 each year, but the so-called Crazy Days Street Festival in the week before Lent are what millions of partygoers come to celebrate each year in costume. And this year, I threw myself in the mix as the obscure Mario supervillain, Waluigi. Trust me, nobody had a clue who I was. But from the fancy ticketed mass balls to spontaneous dance parties in the streets, this week of unhinged partying has a little something for everyone. Even D-list Mario characters. Now before we get into it, why don't we start with some history? The history of Karnival goes almost as far back as the history of Cologne itself. Spring festivals were popular among the Greeks and Romans at the time. It was a time to honor Dionysus and Saturn with plenty of wine and indulgence. These customs continued into the Middle Ages with a Christian twist, and celebrations became a final chance to feast and run wild before the fasting and sacrifice typical of Lent. In fact, the name Karnival even comes from the Latin phrase carnivale, which effectively means goodbye to meat. So, people in Cologne have been indulging in these pre-Lent celebrations for centuries, and throughout occupations, wars, and disease, the festivities have always clawed their way back into the social calendar. In 1823, the establishment of a formal committee would turn Karnival into the blob of organized chaos that we enjoy today, a celebration fueled by booze, sweets, and reckless indulgence. With rogue bands performing on the streets, the city center crammed with costumed partiers, and of course, an endless flow of the local life source, Kosch, a dangerously drinkable beer with an assumed refill policy. That's right, when enjoying Kosch, they just keep bringing you more until you throw a coaster on your glass like a quitter. And because Mama didn't raise no quitter, I'm sure you can imagine this had some rather dangerous results for Waluigi. But despite the messy chaos of it all, Karnival is actually one pretty organized operation with its own schedule, rules, and lingo. Again, for practical tips, be sure to check out the written version of this guide, which I'll be linking in the description. Today, the street Karnival, as we know, begins on the Weiberfastnacht, also known as Fat Thursday. In Cologne, this is a day for the ladies, with a fun tradition of women literally running around cutting men's neckties off. This day is also considered the Karnival opening day, and at 11:11, the parties begin, with costumed partiers known as Jecken flooding the streets. Costume-wise, anything goes, but the more colorful, the better. All throughout the week, you'll hear Jecken calling out Kölle Allah, which means Cologne above all. You'll hear this probably more than even hello. Friday is mainly regarded as a day of rest, with some performances here and there, before the madness of Karnival Saturday, when the drinking begins in the morning and keeps going until, well, honestly, it just keeps going, and everybody becomes your best friend. Several parades take to the streets throughout Karnival, including a ghost parade typically on Saturday, a children's parade on Sunday, and of course, the week's main event, the Rose Monday Parade. Trust me when I say there is no parade quite like it. With a parade route spanning 6.5 kilometers, this is a parade that lasts 3 entire hours, during which the whole time they are hurling candy, roses, and literal boxes of chocolate straight to the audience. The key to getting the goods? Sweet talk. You shout Camilla for candy, and Strucia for roses. I was even handed one lovely peanut. Throughout the parade, they give away over 140 tons of sweets, 700,000 bars of chocolate, and over 300,000 flowers. I was personally quite pleased with my haul. And while I headed home on Tuesday afternoon, the celebrations don't stop there. In fact, Carnival Tuesday typically ends with the burning of a little straw effigy they call a noodle. Basically, they blame all their sins and the wrongs of the world on this noodle, and then they burn him to a crisp. Yeah, it's pretty dark. After the arson, festivities wind down on Ash Wednesday. When life returns to normal, the costumes go back into their sticky dressers, and many will enjoy a traditional fish dinner. So, what's the best way to get into the Karnival spirit? Put on a costume, grab yourself some Kosch, and the rest will figure itself out. Thanks for watching, Smarties. I hope you enjoyed this virtual trip to the famous Köln Carnival. Be sure to subscribe for more Europe videos.
Okay, the next we have prepared one video about the German pronunciation. Okay, let's see the video.
Hi everyone, today I will share with you all about German pronunciation. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to read the German alphabet, which is that alphabet. Actually, German alphabet is same with the English alphabet, which also consists 26 letters from A to Z. Let us start. Come on and read with me.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, K, L, M, N, P, L, S, T, V, V, X, Y, Z. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, Good job, everyone. German uses three additional vowels, which are called die Umlaute. While in English we call them A umlaut, O umlaut, and U umlaut. In German they're called Ä, Ö, Ü. And finally, there's an additional letter which only exists in the German language. This letter is called SZ.
That's all today. Thank you for watching. Hi everyone.
So now that is about the online game, so we can open the Kahoot. I will give the PIN number so everyone can type the PIN number to log in our game sessions. Hope everyone enjoy in the game session. Come on. Come on, guys. Join with us. that's very funny. So we can start now. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, congratulations, yeah. Next. Huh? Okay. Oh, also is Jia in the first. Okay, keep fighting. Oh, everyone is great, huh? Go, go, go in the first. Okay, next. Any question can choose the two answer. Real fast, fast. Okay. Wow, now it's the first one. That is the last question of our Kahoot session. Oh, everyone is great. That's good. Oh, congratulations, Daniel. Anissa. The first one is who? Rana, congratulations. Okay. So we will go to the last part. That is conclusion.
For conclusion, in this 21st century, learning a second language is not only beneficial, but necessary for success in life. We hope this carnival will help to promote creativity, teamwork, and confidence among students. And also, it is a chance to get entertained and refresh themselves by visiting this carnival. From this carnival, we all can know better about the German cultures. Lastly, we hope this carnival makes you all feel joyful.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that is the last. So about the feedback form, so everyone can answer the feedback form with the link below. Later, I will copy the link in the chat box so everyone can help us to submit the form with us to share your opinions or feedback. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Dankeschön.
Ashwan.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Sorry, madam, your voice didn't open.
Dankeschön for Lim Huying und Freunden. Okey, demikianlah tadi pembentangan dari kumpulan yang pertama dengan tajuk Lukisan Esther, Perayaan Oktober dan sebutan alfabet bahasa Jerman. Seterusnya kita saksikan pula pembentangan kumpulan yang kedua yang diketuai oleh saudari Nur Husnina Junaidi. Dengan segala hormatnya saya menyerahkan sesi ini kepada kumpulan yang kedua. Dipersilakan.
Hello, guten Morgen to everyone. So we are from group 2. We'll present So everyone can see my slide, right?
Yes.
All right. So basically we are from group 3 and our topic for this presentation will be Germany's state of tradition and culture. So first of all, we would like to introduce our name first. So my nama is Muhammad Syafiq bin Muhammad Zainurdi. I'm with another 3 group members, which is...
Hello, my nama is Michael Tashida Muhammad Noor.
Hello, my nama is Nina.
And hello, my nama is Muhammad Syami bin Muhammad Zainuddin.
So we will proceed to this main objective of this program. So the first objective is exposing culture and tradition of German, especially to the students of University Tunusin Malaysia. The second one is to encourage the student to learn on how to communicate using foreign language. And the third one is to give the student chance to explore German more. And the first activity for this assignment is, first of all, we will like to introduce our introduction to German. So we know that German is diverse array of religions, custom, and traditions. And from the philosophy, logic, and reason, considering these values, German culture and people are to a large extent all about reason and logic. So due to the fact that German is a country of thinker, poets, and business people. So based on Germany shares a lot of similarities with neighboring countries, especially the Germanic speaking. We know that Austria and Switzerland is in culture and traditions. So review of Germany countries. So Germany, Deutschland, officially the Federal Republic of German. Second most popular country in Europe. And next is population is over 83 million people and ranks very high on the Human Development Index. And the fifth one is German is the official language of the 6 countries. And last but not least is there are 16 states in Germany and Bavaria has the biggest land mass, which is 75,042 kilometer per square. So the second activity is let's learn about German. So common greeting in German, we know that Sehren and Gnigim means nice to meet you. And the second one is Entschuldigung means excuse me. So let's start with a simple phrase. Hello, we know is hello. Wie geht's, we know is how are you. And Dankeschön is the thank you. So I will pass to the next team member.
Hello, so I will present the tourist attraction. Next. The first tourist attraction is Romano, Germany Museum. Romano Germanic Museum is an archaeological museum in Cologne that has a large collection of Roman artifacts from the Roman settlement of Colonia Claudia Ara Agrippina. This museum protects the original site of Roman town villa. Next. Next is Berlin. Berlin, geographical, Berlin is huge. To put into a perspective, Berlin is actually 9 times bigger than Paris, which the area is approximately 891.8 kilometers per square. So that's why Berlin is the capital of Germany and one of Europe's most modern cities. Since the fall of famous Berlin Wall, the city has experienced an explosion of culture, commerce, and the arts, drawing millions of visitors in the process. This city also acts as a historical association as Germany's capital, internationalism and tolerance. A vibrant nightlife, countless cafes, clubs, pubs, street art, and a plethora of museums, palaces, and other historic monuments. And the best time to travel to Berlin is during the spring and summer months, when the trees along the city-wide avenue blooming, and I did say, a trip to Berlin provides you with a unique mix of history and modernity. Next. Next is Miniature Wonderland. Miniature Wonderland is the world's largest model railway museum in Germany and has become Germany's most popular tourist attraction. It displays section showing authentic environment from different countries. We know that one of the passions of Germans are toy trains and miniature recreation of places where these trains can move. So this place has become a really popular to both tourists and Germany citizens. Next, beside trains, mountain, city, houses, and ship miniature, visitors also can see a great operating system to perfection of the different sections, and all of it because of the advanced technology and cooperation between a group of people who handle it. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Next, I will explain about the culture of Germany. Next. And one of the culture of Germany is their sport, which is the sport is an integral element of German society. So both in terms of participating and spectating. So a third of all German residents belong to a sports club or organization, and hundreds of thousands watch football, ice hockey, and handball games every week. Next. And for their food, German food culture revolves around the preparation of hearty meals. Made in Germany is very popular and is typically eaten with most meals. So along with bread and potatoes. So Germans cooking includes national dishes such as Rouladen, German noodles, Spatzel, and Schnitzel. Next. And for the religion, in Germany, a percentage of 65 to 70 of people recognize themselves as Christians. So 29% of which as Catholics. There is also a Muslim minority of consists of 4.4%, and a number as high as 36% do not identify themselves as having any religion or belong to any other than Christianity or Muslim. Next.
Okay,
So
next is Okay. Next is tradition. There are a few of German tradition. The first tradition is Ompa folk music, which encompasses several forms of concentric and music play in Eastern European countries. This music played by brass bands and gets its name from the thumping of the tuba. Ompa is a sound that also uses incorporates which produce such a distinct sound that can invoke cravings of sausages and beers. Next is Good Beer and Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest usually started in mid or late September, and it means only beer brewed by the aforementioned 6 breweries, and they use the label Oktoberfest. Breweries are Augustiner, Paulaner, Spartan Franziskaner, Lowenbrau, Hackeshore, and Hofbrau. Next. The Germany people have a genuine passion for hiking. It is the most popular outdoor activity in the country, and it stated in the German magazine The Spiegel reported on the hiking boom in Germany, and by the German Hiking Institute has found that over 50% of Germans consider themselves avid hikers, and they maintain go to hike several times a month. They even went hiking in winter, and the most popular mountain is Zugspitze, which is the Germany's highest peak. Okay.
So next will be present about our games, which is Kahoot.
So everyone get ready in the login pin. So wait. So everybody can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So the pin game is 7657737. So one. So now we'll start the Kahoot challenge. Only 3 got it right. Six correct. A little misleading the quizzes. Joy, who taking the lead? And the last question of the quiz.
شوف ما يفعلون. هذا مش مالي. هذا مش مالي. مش مالي.
This is Amisha, and the runner-up is NNA. The winner of the quiz is Jaiho. Okay, thank you. That's for the quizzes.
So I have attached the Google form that you can give a feedback to us. Thank you.
Okay, Dankeschön für Nur Husnina Junaidi Gruppe mit ihrer Freunde. That's the presentation from the second group with the title Greetings, Sport and Food. Next, let's watch the presentation from the third group led by Nurul Azizi Anwar. Please welcome the third group.
Assalamualaikum and guten morgen everyone. Today, me and my friend are going to present about Karnival. Let me introduce you our my team member first. My nama is Syaza Izzati.
Hello, guten Morgen. My nama is Zikri Daniel Benzawi.
Hello, guten Morgen. My nama is Muhammad Fatih bin Darmin.
Hello, my nama is Farzana Alina.
Hello, guten Morgen. My nama is Nurul Azizi binti Anwar.
Next slide. This is our theme for our Karnival, which is love language, love culture. For the introduction, in the German language, there is 63 character word referred to law delegating with label monitoring. It has been told the German language is really hard to learn. Learning any language takes time and commitment. For those who feel confused about where to start, we will discuss together. This carnival was held with the aim of cultivating a sense of love in learning German to the participants. This program was held with the aim of cultivating a sense of love in learning German to the participants. The importance of this program is to provide knowledge to the public about German culture and language. The advantage of this program is also to strengthen the relationship with each other. We hope that the program will run smoothly and participants can learn something new in their life. I will pass the next slide to the next presenter.
So for the objective, the first objective is exposing the participant to the cultural background of the German country. Second, this program can strengthen German language skills such as speaking and reading. And the last one is we can recognize and learn about the basic language of German. Next, activities in our carnival. Next. The first one, talk. The title of the talk is Learn German. German is one of the major languages of the world. It is the most spoken native language within the European Union. German is also widely taught as a foreign language, especially in continental Europe, where it is the third most taught foreign language after English and French and the United States. The talk is about how to learn German for beginners. Next. So today we're gonna learn about the most common greeting in German. So let's start. The most used informal greeting is Hallo. Hallo means hi or hello in English. We should only use this greeting with friends or relative. So the first one, apa tu? The most used formal greeting will change depending on the time of the day. So let's start with Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen literally means good morning in English. And then Guten Tag. Guten Tag means good day. We can only use Guten Tag during the daytime from the late morning until the early evening. Next. So Guten Abend means good evening and Guten Nacht means good night. So German people usually say Auf Wiedersehen when living in a formal situation. Auf Wiedersehen means goodbye, and when we want to say goodbye to our friends or relative, we can say in informal ways, which is choose. Next. So I'm gonna talk about how to introduce yourself. So there are three ways to introduce yourself. The first one is we can use each Heise, and you can put any of the name. So Heise means to be called. So this means I want to be called. If my name is Zikri, I want to be called Zikri Izzat. So each Heise Zikri Izzat. The second one is each bin your name. So can use each bin Zikri Izzat. And the third one is my nama is Zikri Izzat. Next. So when we gonna tell everyone about where we live, we can use each comma aus Malaysia. So that means I am from Malaysia. And each wohne in Semenyih, Selangor. So that means I live in Semenyih, Selangor. That's all.
Okay, we go to the next activities. After we learn about a little bit about the Germanese language, we also need to know about the cultural of the Germanese. Like Malaysia, we have our own traditional dress like baju Melayu, baju kurung. So same like the Germans, they also have their own traditional dress, or we can call it as the German style. So for the first one is about the Lederhosen. Lederhosen, which means leather trousers in German, are the short leather pants worn by men. These are usually knee-length and are the historically worn by working-class German men. Next is the Dirndl. Dirndl is a ruffled apron dress worn by German women that consists of a bodice, a blouse, and a skirt. Nowadays, Dirndl it is mostly worn in Bavaria and Austria, and like Lederhosen, it usually used for the celebration. So each of these garments is a type of trach which historically was used to help identify people as members of a certain status, such as social, political, or otherwise. Next. So as you can see in this picture, you can see that the dress that worn by that man is a lederhosen, while the dress that worn by the woman is a dindel. So this are example of the traditional dress that worn by the Germans. Next, I will pass it to the next presenter.
The next activity is we learn about German traditional food, dish food. Each country has its own famous food menu. For example, Malaysia have a nasi lemak, roti canai, and so on. In German, they have favorite food like bread and broken. Bread in the form of a loaf bread or a small, usually crusty roll broken is an important part of the cuisine, which is eaten all over the country and served with most German dishes. Bread is enjoyed with most meals, especially breakfast and dinner, but also at lunch, usually considered the main meals of the day, which will often be served with rolls on the side. Lastly, Germans enjoy a wide variety of bread including grain, pumpernickels, rye, and white bread. German bread tends to be heavier and healthier than bread from Italy, Spain, or France. Next. This is example bread and broken. I will show you how to make bread and broken.
So our last activity on this calibre is online quiz. We proceed to online quiz now. Can you guys please go to the Kahoot website? Please enter the game pin 9543584. We hope everyone can join us. So, and start. Now, Can we start now? First question about love language, love culture. How many words character have been referenced under the law delegating with label monitoring? 50, 63, or 64? Second question, what is the name of this carnival? Love culture, love language, love culture, love German, love language, love culture. Third quiz. Which of the following is not the objective of this carnival? Exposing the participants to the cultural background of the German country, promote the rich linguistic and cultural diversity of Europe, strengthen German language skills and reading, unite and learn about the basic language of German. Next question. True or false? Learn German is the title of the talk on activity first. True or false? Everyone get the right answer. Next question. German is one of the major languages of the world. True or false? The next question. Good evening in German pronounced Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Guten Abend, or Guten Nacht. The answer is Guten Abend. For the next question, which of the following is the traditional costume of society in Germany? So everyone also get the right answer. Next question, true or false? Lederhosen, which means leather trouser in German, are the short leather pants worn by men. True or false? True. The next question. Spaghetti is a famous food in Germany. True or false? So the last question on this carnival, what the meaning of broken, crusty roll, bread roll, loaf, or toast? The answer is crusty rolls. to get this second Hojai. And the winner of this carnival congratulations Hojai, Parija and Aziz for get a podium on this online quiz. So to sum up this carnival, we hope you all get to gain new knowledge about German language and German culture from our carnival. Before we end this session, can you guys please don't forget to give the feedback about our carnival at the link that we will send at the chat now. So that's all from us. Dankeschön and thank you so much.
Okay, Dankeschön for Nurul Azizi Anwar mit ihrer Freunde. Okay, that's the presentation from the third group with the title Greetings, Traditional Clothes and Favorite Food. Next, let's watch the presentation from the fourth group led by Sri Amisha Muhammad Haslinda Rinsyah. Please welcome the fourth group.
Assalamualaikum and guten Tag, Madam Nurzakia Amir Hamzah. Hari ini kami dari kumpulan 4 akan membuat pembentangan tentang aktiviti kami hari ini, program yang diberi nama One Day with Germany. Hello everyone, guten Morgen. Mein Name ist Sri Amisha binti Muhammad Haslinda Rinsyah. Ich studiere Deutsch.
Hello, my name is Hamzi Wafi.
Assalamualaikum and guten Morgen. My name is Muhammad Ali Habibi bin Usli.
Hello and good morning. My name is Muhammad Azli Jalde.
Hello, guten Morgen. My name is Nurul Atira. Okay, saya boleh start present sekarang. Boleh nampak ke?
Boleh.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Madam. Sorry, Madam, can you give me 1 minute?
It's okay, Amisha.
Nur Zakia binti Amir Hamza and my fellow friends. We are from the German Language and Communication class. Our program today is titled One Day with Germany. First of all, let me introduce my group members. First, Hamzi Wafi bin Mahmud. Second, Muhammad Alif Hafifi bin Rosli. Third, Muhammad Azli Jalti Elias Emrat. Fourth, Nurul Atira bin Izzul. And last, Sri Amisha binti Muhammad Hashli Narinsha. For introduction, German culture has been influenced and shaped throughout Germany's rich history, once as an important part of the Holy Roman Empire. Our objective program today is provide exposure to students on the basics and communication in German. Second, giving exposure to students about German traditions. Third, get to know and learn German culture. So, let's start.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Muhammad Azmi Jalti. Ich studiere bei UTHM. I'm from HD 10702 German Language Collection 1. Today, I would like to share a lesson about this German language. For your information, this slide consists three chapters. Firstly, we will learn of the alphabet. Secondly, the basic greetings. And thirdly, will be the basic numbering in German or Zahlen. So now, we begin our lesson. One, das alphabet in Dutch. Attention, for information, after the alphabet in order to practice its pronunciation skills. We go to the first alphabet: A, R, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, K, K, L, L, M, N, N, O, O, P, P, Q, Q, R, ear, S, S, D, D, E, D, U, U, B, wow, W, B, X, X, Y, Epsilon, Z, Z. Okay, now go to the second chapter. We learn about the basic greeting. It is the basic greeting commonly used by German. There are many greeting words in German language actually, but this will sufficient understanding. For good morning, we will pronounce Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. For good day or good afternoon, say Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Good evening. Good Guten Nacht. See you later. Bis bald. You are welcome. Hi, Order. Welcome. Willkommen. Thank you. Danke. Enjoy. Guten Appetit. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, we finish for the second chapter. Now we're going for the final or the last chapter. Zahran for the number. Firstly, 0, 0, 1, 9, 2, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 1, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 12. And for your attention, consider used to pronounce the number with the value of a dozen digits. Pronounce the correct numbers and pronounce the value of digit. Then, first we will pronounce the back number, and secondly, we will the digit value for the second. Reisen, Weisen, Hunsen, Sachsen, Siebsen, Achsen, Nunsen, 20, 21. Is digit value. Swansea, Swab, Swansea, Swansea. Follow the pronunciation of your pronunciation skills. This same concept as previous slide. We will pronounce the back number first, and then followed by the rising. We will pronounce the I first, then the dry. As the digit value. 30, rising. 40, rising. 50, rising. 60, rising. 70, rising. 80, rising. 90, rising. 100, 100. Okay, that's all for the presentation of the procedure that we learned today. Lesson that we learned today. Thank you for listening. Okay, take a look one by one, chapter by chapter, to make practice with pronunciation skills. Dankeschön. Thank you.
In my slide, I have prepared 3 recipes to share with you all. So first recipe is frikadellen, German meatballs. Recipe guarantee easy for beginners. Frikadelle is a flat pan fried meatball. It is minced meat, often like to the Danish version of meatballs. What we will need is 250 grams minced beef, 1 egg, 1 sliced bread or bun, 1 onion chopped, salt, ground black pepper, and olive oil. Tools, we need bowl, pan, and plate. Step 1, soak the bread. Soak the bread in warm water. Soak until the whole bread absorbs the water. Step 2, chop the onion and shred the bread. Finally, chop the onion, then set aside. Shred the soft bread into small pieces. Step 3, Mix all together. Mix the minced meat, chopped onion, and egg, bread that has been soaked and shred into small pieces, a little olive oil, a pinch of salt, and black pepper. Step 4. Form the ingredients that have been mixed earlier into balls. Step 5. Fry the meatballs. Heat a pan with a little olive oil, then place the meatballs and cook until crisp. Serving suggestions. These meatballs can be eaten with spaghetti or can also be eaten with white bread. How to eat is according to the taste of each individual because us has each different taste, but this food is delicious to eat just like that. Second is pineapple strudel. Strudel, a German word derives from the Middle High German word for swirl, whirlpool, or eddy. Ingredients that we need is 1 packed pastry puff, 1 tablespoon sweetened condensed milk, 100 grams cream cheese, 1 small box whipping cream, 1 canned pineapple, and 1 egg. Step 1. Preheat oven to 170 degrees Celsius. Step 2. Bake puff pastry. Cut the puff pastry into 2 parts. Prick the puff pastry using a fork, then smear with egg yolk. Next, bake at 170 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Step 3. Cream butter and sugar, cream cheese, and milk. Whip the cream until thick while mixing the cream cheese with the condensed milk. Step 4, or final step, put the ingredients that have been in the mixer over the puff pastry that has been baked. Finally, place the canned pineapple on top and ready to serve. Third recipe is German potato cookie. German potato cookies are also known by several names such German crunch cookies, melting moments cookies, and cornstarch cookies. Preparation. The ingredients: 250 grams butter, half cup caster sugar, 250 grams potato flour, 250 grams wet flour. Step 1. Mix butter and icing sugar. Make sure butter in room temperature before mix with icing sugar. Step 2. Mix all together. Add potato flour and wet flour to the butter and icing sugar mixture. Mix until it forms a dough. Step 3. Divide the dough into several parts and place your favorite color or let the yellow blank fit. Step 4. Baking. Take a fork, press a little to get a line pattern. Bake at 170 degrees on top and bottom flames for 20 minutes. That's all for my slide. Thank you. See you next time.
Hello everyone. In this slide, I will talk about the traditional costume of Germany. Joy. The first costume is the Dirndl. A Dirndl is a feminine alpine clothing that developed in German-speaking countries. Women and girls in Bavaria, southeastern Germany, have historically worn. A Dirndl is made up of a tight-fitting bodice with a low neckline, a shirt worn underneath, a broad high waistcoat, and an apron. The Dirndl is a traditional German attire. Between the 16th and 18th centuries, it became the dress of alpine peasants. In German-speaking section of the Alps, it still considered the traditional clothing for ladies and girls. Distinct locations are connected with the different design. Dirndl is a short form of a Dirn. Dirn today generally means prostitute in modern German use, but it originally merely meant young lady. Next, I will explain about the Dirndl design. The first one is the bodice. The bodice is fitted to the body and has a deep neckline. Lacing button, a hook, and eye closure or a zip are commonly used to fasten the joint at the front center. cotton, linen, velvet, or silk may be used in more contemporary design. Colored or printed material is used. The body's neckline is usually round or rectangular or extremely deep in more contemporary form. The next one is skirt. The rock skirt is voluminous, which together fall at the waist. The skirt was originally long, but in more current style, it is usually mid-neck. Miniskirt variants are also available. The skirt traditionally contains a pocket on the side or in front, which is covered behind the apron. Under the bodice, the blouse is wide, is slightly above the waist and cropped. The neckline of the blouse in particular alters the overall look of the tindril. A deep cut blouse pairs well with a deep cut bodice to highlight the décolletage, whereas a blouse with a high neckline is more modest. The apron is a narrow apron that is linked to the skirt and only covers the front of the skirt. Traditional apron patterns are often simply one color and vary according to local culture. People also wear accessories like a necklace, earring, chokers, and chains. Tindril are typically worn with cut shoes, palm or flat, ballerina-style shoes as footwear. Sock or tight that are knee-length are frequent. Another traditional costume of the Germany is formal, that is lederhosen. Lederhosen is used to be worn by people who did a lot of hard work because they were more durable than clothes made of fabric. Today, they are mostly worn for fun. Same as tindril, they were lederhosen at Oktoberfest events. There were many men in the Alpine and surrounding areas who wore lederhosen. On the other hand, says that lederhosen were not just worn in Bavaria. They were worn all over Europe, especially by people who rode horse, hunted, and did other outdoor activities. Traditionally, lederhosen are made by hand from tan deer leather. This makes the pants soft and light, but also very strong and durable. As leather pants are very valuable and can last a long time, some people in Bavaria even pass down their lederhosen to the next generation. In these days, some modern lederhosen come in heavier, lower quality leather. In this slide, we will go through about the lederhosen design. Vests. People in Bavaria also wear vests as part of their traditional clothes. They are usually made of wool or velvet, and they are popular for a lot of different types of events. The next one is shirt. Lederhosen are often paired with the colorful check shirts, like this one. This is a new idea that came out of the past few years ago. Lederhosen were usually worn with the front suspender that crossed over in the back like suspender short, but they were also worn without suspenders. Socks. Lederhosen were often worn with the boots, knee socks, and split socks, but not everyone wore them that way. Loafers were mostly common in Upper Bavaria when people wore shorts, pants, and lederhosen. Every time someone wore the lederhosen, they always wore knee socks with them. Shoes. Most wear lederhosen with the accessories like hat. It has a choice of whether to wear it or not. As for shoes, they will mostly wear no-boots type boots or those made out of leather. Do you know how this traditional costume came up? This traditional costume comes from the rural areas. It is through this dress that they differentiate between social classes, religions, and ethnic groups. The development of these people's clothing differs according to their respective ethnic and practice. This dress was first introduced in the 15th century. This traditional costume was first promoted commercially and approved by the Swedish King Gustav III in the 18th century. They wear this dress every time they celebrate a festival such as Oktoberfest. This traditional dress is not only worn on festive days. In fact, it is widely common through dramas and movies there. Among the films that displays the use of this tradition are the Hindi songs 1982, The White Horse in 1926, and the last one is Susan Boyle. It is very good to promote their cause to instill in their people the important and traditional of their cause. That's all from me. Thank you.
Many of the musicians have given musical instrument to learn about, and they are This instrument was invented in 1822 by Friedrich Buschmann. It is a portable wine instrument that is composed of two recorders that are connected to 40 below. There is a keyboard located on the right hand side of the instrument and a button on the left hand side. This button will not make sound, but instead let hearing it out of the instrument.
Okay, that's all. Itu je daripada kami. Sekejap lagi kita akan main quiz. Jadi saya serahkan kepada Alif untuk uruskan quiz. Okay, semua boleh join sekarang. Jom ramai-ramai join.
Jadi itu saja quiz daripada saya. Saya serahkan kepada Syamsyah lagi.
Terima kasih Alif. Jadi itu sahaja daripada kumpulan kami. Kesimpulannya diharapkan program ini dapat memberi manfaat kepada kita semua untuk menggunakan bahasa Jerman sebagai bahasa kedua dalam kehidupan seharian. Dah banyak juga ilmu yang kami beri diharapkan dapat berguna kepada semua. Jadi itu sahaja daripada kumpulan 4. Sekian, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Maaf, sorry madam, untuk Google Form feedback saya hantar di chat box. Terima kasih.
Okay, Dankeschön von Sri Amisha Muhammad Asinda Rinsha und Freunde. That's the presentation from the fourth group, with the title Alphabet, Basic Greetings, Numbers and Musics. Next, let's watch the presentation from the fifth group led by Tasmina Ganasalingam. Please welcome the fifth group.
Thank you, Doctor. Guten Morgen to our honorable lecturer, Puan Nur Zakia Amir Hamza, and to all my fellow friends. Today, my team members and I would like to present our presentation for this carnival. Before I introduce my team members to everyone, we would like to announce our tagline before starting up this carnival so that we will be feeling very boosted up. So at the count of 3, I and my team members would like to announce our tagline for this carnival. So 3, 2, 1. Well,
it's time to green up in German.
Well, it's time to green up with our German is our tagline. So here, my name is Tashmina Ganesalinga, and I would like to pass to my team members to introduce themselves. Dankeschön.
Ich bin Danish Alasiba. Next presenter.
Guten Morgen. My name is Taiwan Chen.
Guten Morgen. My name is Subhashini Sandra.
Guten Morgen. My name is Darindra Shravi.
Okay. Thank you so much for my team members who just introduced themselves. So here we start up with a very interesting video to know about a lot about German. So here I would like to share my screen.
The geography of Germany. The borders of Germany. Germany is in Central Europe, bordering Denmark in the north, Poland and the Czech Republic in the east, Austria and Switzerland in the south, and France and Luxembourg in the southwest, and the Netherlands in the northwest.
Cannot see the slide.
It covers 250.
Cannot. Wait a moment, doctor.
You just minimize the folder.
Okay. Can see now?
Yep.
Okay, very clear.
So sorry for the inconvenience, doctor. So we start again. Wait a moment, doctor. Wait a moment, doctor.
The geography of Germany. The borders of Germany. Germany is in Central Europe, bordering Denmark in the north, Holland and the Czech Republic in the east, Austria and Switzerland in the south, and France and Luxembourg in the southwest, and Belgium and the Netherlands in the northwest. The territory covers 257,021 kilometers square, consisting of 249,223 kilometers square of land and 7,798 kilometers square of water. It is the 7th largest country by area in Europe and the 63rd largest in the world. The highest point in Germany. The highest point in Germany is the Spitz in the Bavaria Alps. It has the height of 2,962 meters. The Spitz is the highest mountain in Germany. The lowest point in Germany is Neuendorf-Sachsenbein. The town is notable for containing the lowest accessible point in Germany, which is 3.54 meters below sea level. The physical geography. Germany's central and southern region has forested hill and mountain cuts through by the Danube, Main, and Rhine river valleys. In the north, the landscape flattens out to a wide plain that stretches to the North Sea. Germany's largest wooded area and its most famous is in the southwest near the Swiss border. That is the Black Forest, a mountainous region full of pines and fir trees. The Lake Constance is the largest lake in Germany. It has a total area of 536 kilometers square, with 62% of the shore being in German. There are 3 main rivers of Germany. They are the Rhine, the Elbe, and the Danube. The German flag. The brief history of the flag of Germany. Germany association with the national flag dates back to the 1840s, when the color black, red, and gold represented the movement against the conservative European order, which was formed after Napoleon's downfall. The German flags were introduced way back in 1832 and used during the Revolution in 1848 and only became official in 1949. The meaning behind the colors of the German flag. There are 3 colors, which black, red, and gold. Black represented the blackness of the servitude, red depicts the bloody battles, and gold represents the golden light of freedom. There are variations of German flag. First one is the civil flag, followed by the government flag and the military flag, and the last one is the hanging flag. There are some interesting facts about the German flag. Only the government authorities are allowed to use the government flag. Others will be punished with a fine. The flag must be flown on specific days, such includes the Commemoration Day for the victims of National Socialism, Labor Day, Europe Day, Constitution Day, anniversary of the uprising of July 20, 1944, the Day of German Unity, and the People's Mourning Day. German music industry. Germany is a leading role in developing classical music. Many of the best classical musicians were German. German classical music was revolutionized by Oswald von Wittgenstein. He brought back some techniques and styles to his homeland, and within 100 years, Germany had begun producing composers renowned across the continent. These are the famous German classical music composers. Johann Sebastian Bach. Johann Sebastian Bach was a German composer and musician of the Baroque period. He is well known for his Brandenburg concertos, the Well-Tempered Clavier, the Mass in B minor, and a number of other masterpieces. Ludwig van Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven was a German composer and pianist in the period between the classical and romantic eras. Some of his most influential work include Symphony No. 5 and 9, Piano Sonata No. 29, and Moonlight Sonata. Johannes Brahms, one of the leading musicians of the Romantic period. He is sometimes grouped together with Bach and Beethoven as one of the three Bs. Brahms is best known for his 4 symphonies and his violin concerto. Felix Mendelssohn. He is born in Hamburg, Germany. He was a German composer, a pianist, an organist, and a conductor in the Romantic period. Some of his famous work include the overture and music for A Midsummer Night's Dream, the Italian Symphony, and the Scottish Symphony, the Oratorio Elegia, the Hebrides, the violin concerto, and the string octet. In the old modern era, the famous German music composer is Hans Zimmer. Zimmer has composed scores for more than 150 different films. Some of his famous work is The Lion King, The Pirates of the Caribbean, The Interstellar, The Inception, The Dark Knight trilogy, and the more recent movie, Dune.
Guten Morgen to everyone. I'm Tashmina Dora Afghanisaligam. Today in this carnival, I would like to do my part. As in my part, I would like to explain about the Germany festivals and carnivals. At German, as we all know, they have been conducting all these festivals and carnivals for years. And here, today, I would like to introduce all those interesting festivals and carnivals that have been conducting at Germany all these years. It's going to be fun. Let's green up with German and enhance our knowledge. The first festival we can see here, it's the Karnival Cologne. If you can see in this picture, they are known as the performers during the Rose Monday parade in Cologne, Germany. Rose Monday is the very famous festival in Germany. This is because during the Rose Monday, the whole week it is like most traditional German festivals accompanied by lots of dancing. They will just dance around during this festival. So here, another exciting festival, if you can see here, it is the festival called Asparagus Fest and Onion Fest as Schwetzingen and Weimar. Okay, if you see here, this festival has always been interesting because German food isn't exactly adored by worldwide. Known to consist mostly of meat, potatoes, German cuisine tends to be pretty heavy on the basis. If you can see in this picture, have you ever seen anyone so excited about onions? You can see it here because at German, they will find it pretty when they see vegetables. So you might find it interesting. And I would like to add in more. Thanks to Germany's long and persisting farmer culture, this is one of their farmer culture. Though German food festivals dedicated to each foodstuff can be found in most any region where the crop is grown. So if you can see here, they are prioritizing the farmers' culture by celebrating this kind of festivals.
Greetings, I'm Dani Sadasiva. Today I would like to talk about automotive industry in Germany. The automotive sector is the backbone industry in Germany, and the German automotive industry is the global leader. Germany is also one of the strongest countries in the world when it comes to high-tech automotive products and autonomous driving technology. 1870s, Carl Benz and Nicholas Otto independently developed a four-stroke internal combustion engine. By 1901, Germany was producing 900 cars per year. By 1920, GM and Ford entered German market. 1930, Germany faced a Great Depression and severe crisis. Nazi Party introduced a Motorisierung policy in an effort to raise people's standard of living. 1934, Ferdinand Porsche created a design of Volkswagen as per request of Adolf Hitler. Volkswagen is the flagship brand of Volkswagen Group and is considered to be one of the most reliable brands on the global market. The Volkswagen Group sells its vehicle in more than 153 countries. Today, Volkswagen has 9 different models such as sedans, wagons, SUVs, minivans, hatchbacks, and convertibles, which runs in diesel, hybrid, and gasoline. These are the popular German automotive manufacturers, such as Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, Audi, and Opel. Thank you. Dankeschön.
My name is Subhashini Sandra, CD 200178. My topic is German traditional food. German traditional food and drink is almost certainly more exciting than most new residents and visitors expect it to be. While there are regional variations in food culture, most German residents focus heavily on bread, potatoes, and meat, especially pork, as well as plenty of grains such as types of cabbage and kale. Cake, coffee, and beer are all heavily popular elements of German cuisines too. Germany has a long culinary history reflecting its rural roots and geography. Over the years, German food has evolved as a nation cuisines through centuries of social and political change. Each region has its specialty and distinct flavor. For instance, the area around Hamburg is known as fresh fish dish, while the south is known for all the types of food made of pork. But what they all have in common is German heartiness and richness that you won't find elsewhere. Now we're going to see the types of German traditional food. Currywurst is sold from stores and fast food eateries in many towns and cities. And if you want to know what food the capital city, Berlin, is famous for, you will quickly discover that it is currywurst. It is not a dish that Germans eat at home, but instead it's something that is eaten on the go. Its nutrition is negligible, but this plate of chopped up sausage, chips, and a spicy ketchup sauce is an incredible popular German food, especially after a few pilsners. A dish from the southwestern region of Germany, Käsebäcker is made from layering small pretzels, pasta with grated cheese, and topping with fried onions. It is usually served with a salad and sometimes with applesauce. Those moving to Germany from the US or Britain will find that this is the closest they will get to macaroni cheese, and will no doubt also find that it has more depth and flavor than their own home dish. A Kartoffelpuffer is similar to Swiss rosti, a shallow fried pancake made from grated potato, egg, and flour. It is sometimes eaten with egg and bacon for breakfast in Germany, as a side with meat for lunch or dinner, or along with applesauce. Bratkartoffel, on the other hand, are more like salt or hashed potato, where small chunks of chips of potatoes are boiled and then fried with onions and sometimes bacon. Again, bread cuttlefish can be enjoyed for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Next, we're going to see Roulagens. Roulagens is a German main dish that typically consists of pickle and bacon wrapped in thin slices of beef or veal. It is usually served with gravy, dumplings, mashed potato, and cabbage. Roulagens is often enjoyed with families come together to share a meal during a holiday or celebration and does not hail from the specific region. In fact, it is said to have French origins, hence the name. The last one is schnitzels. A schnitzel is made by tenderizing a piece of meat, such as chicken, beef, veal, or pork, and then covering it in egg, flour, and breadcrumbs before frying it in oil. Very similar to a French escalope, the schnitzels actually originated in Austria. This dish is a good example of the typical German food served in bars, restaurants, and fast food eateries. Schnitzels plus fries is a very popular and satisfying choice. Thank you.
Football in Germany. Introduction. Football is the most popular sport in Germany. The German Football Association is the sport's national governing body with 6.6 million members, roughly around 8% of the population, organized in over 2,000. There's a league system in Germany with the Bundesliga, 2 Bundesliga and 3 Liga on top. The winner of the Bundesliga is crowned the German football champion. Germany national football team. The Germany national football team represents Germany in men's international football and played its first match in 1908. The team is governed by the German Football Association, founded in 1900. Germany is one of the most successful national teams in international competitions, having won 4 World Cups in the year 1944, 1974, 1990, and 2014. 3 European Championships in the year 1972, 1980, and 1996, and 1 Confederations Cup in 2017. Official national kit of Germany.
Apa? Shawarma ajak belanja. Tak apalah.
Is the home kit of the national football team of Germany. And the second black jersey is the away kit of the team. Top 3 stadiums or arena in Germany. First one is the Westfalen Stadium with capacity of 81,365 spectators from the city of Dortmund, and the home team of this stadium is Borussia Dortmund. Second one is the Allianz Arena with a capacity of 75,000 spectators. This stadium is from the city of Munich, and the home team of this stadium is Football Club Bayern Munich. Lastly, Olympia Stadium Berlin with a capacity of 74,475 spectators. This stadium is from the city of Berlin and owned by the football club Hertha BSC. Introduction. Germany is home to a great variety of castles and palaces, from simple mansion houses to the prestigious residence of great ruling dynasties. History, culture, and natural beauty perhaps best describe the essence of vacationing in Germany. Places in Germany. Berlin's Brandenburg Gate, modeled on the Acropolis in Athens and built for King Frederick William II in 1791. The monumental sandstone Brandenburg Gate in Berlin's made this Street was the city's first neoclassical structure. Its 6 huge columns on each side of the structure form 5 impressive passages. 4 were used by regular traffic, while the center was reserved for the royal carriages. Huge Doric columns also decorate the 2 buildings at each side of the gate, once used by toll collectors and guards. Cologne Cathedral. The towering Cologne Cathedral, the Cathedral of Saint Peter and Saint Mary, is located on the banks of Rhine and is undoubtedly Cologne's most impressive landmark. This masterpiece of high Gothic architecture, one of the largest cathedrals in Europe, was begun in 1248 and was the most ambitious building project of the Middle Ages. The Black Forest. The beautiful Black Forest, with its dark, densely wooded hills, is one of the most visited upland regions in all of Europe. Situated in southwestern corner of Germany and extending 160 kilometers from Pforzheim in the north to Waldstadt on the High Rhine in south, it's a hiker's heaven. Palaces in Germany. Neuschwanstein. Conceived in the mind of Mad King Ludwig of Bavaria as a fantasy retreat from the world, Neuschwanstein incorporates myth, romantic literature, grand opera, and Teutonic chivalry in its architectural and decorative palette. The result is a cross between Neo-Romanesque and Neo-Gothic mixed with fairy tale and exuberant concoction of spires, turrets, battlements, and pitched roof sets atop a rocky crag surrounded by forest. Heidelberg Castle. The massive red sandstone Heidelberg Castle is one of the best surviving examples of German Renaissance architecture. It stands in a commanding position on the hillside directly above the old town in Heidelberg, almost 200 meters below, forming a backdrop visible from almost any point in town or along the Neckar River. Lastly, Hohenzollern Castle. The third castle to stand on top of this mountain in Baden-Württemberg. Hohenzollern Castle is the ancestral home of the imperial family of Germany, the House of Hohenzollern. Their monarchy ended with the abdication of Kaiser Wilhelm II at the end of World War I, and many of the dynasty's royal artifacts are displayed here, including the Prussian royal crown and items belonging to the Frederick the Great.
Okay, and now from our team members, Suba will conclude up the whole carnival. I will pass to Suba now. Suba, you will proceed.
Okay, for conclusions, I hope everyone enjoyed the carnival and hope this carnival helps students to enhance their knowledge in German culture and make you feel joyful. Thank you.
And now we would like to conduct an interesting game. So I would like to pass to Danish to conduct the game. Danish, should we proceed?
Okay, everyone can see my screen. Hello.
Yes, can see Danish.
Okay, you guys can enter the game pin and we start our Kahoot session. Is anyone else joining?
We can proceed, Tanish.
All right, we start our quiz. First question, what is the capital of Germany? Hi is in the lead. Second question, what colors are on the flag of Germany? Raj is in the lead. What currency is used in Germany? Ella is in the lead. What is the name of Germany in the German language? Hi is back to the lead. Which car manufacturer is not a German? Okay. Third placing goes to Aisha. Second placing is Amisha. And the winner is Hai. Congratulations, Hai. And that's all from us, guys. And Doctor, hope you guys enjoy this carnival, and thank you from us. Dankeschön.
Okay, Dankeschön, Tashmina ohne Gruppe. Alright, that's the presentation from the fifth group with the title German Geography, Flag, Music, Carnivals, Automotive Industry, and Places in Germany. Next, let's watch the presentation from the last group, led by Muhammad Azfar Malik, Adam Malik. Please welcome the last group.
Assalamualaikum and guten Tag. My name is Muhammad Asawalik and our group will present proposal for festival German language. Next. So this is our group member. Me, myself, name is Muhammad Asawalik bin Adam Malik.
My name is Abdul Wijantan. My metric number is AP200 and 421.
Hello, guten Tag. My name is Nur Shahira binti Ramli.
Hello, guten Tag everyone. My name is Nur Aisyah binti Khair Anwar.
Hi, guten Tag. My name is Muhammad Kamil Afiq bin Hamidi.
Next. Next. For the introduction, the use of German language is very popular among Europeans. It was practiced in their daily conversation regardless place and time. This program aims to promote the use of German language among students, either in spoken or written activities and their culture. It is hoped that at the end of the program, the student interest toward this language will be heightened and simultaneously their achievement will be improved. So the aim for the program is number one, to promote German language and culture among international students. The second, to encourage all students to use German language as a medium of interaction with their friends and teachers for fun. And to help develop a positive attitude towards language learning, to promote the use of German among students, to promote German language as a medium of interaction, education, and entertainment, to have a successful experience in language learning, to instill interest among students in activities related to the German language, to give students control over their own learning, and lastly, to expose the student to the use of German in various kinds of activities.
Okay, this is our activity. For activity 1, Hallo Deutschland, where we are show a video about a culture of German, about 3 to 6 minutes. For number 2, we have a quiz 1, quiz about the culture German based on the first video. And on activity 3, German for beginner, showing a video about German, basic German language, duration about 1 to 3 minutes. Number 4 is a quiz, the quiz about the German video about their language. Okay, next week. Okay, this is our platform online. You can see the attachment, the link of activity for activity that we were done after this, for Hello Deutschland culture of German, German for beginner, and Deutschland language. Okay, next. Video. Afiq, we present a video with a minute. Okay. No. Wait.
Hello everyone, let's get to know the culture of German. People in German do not call their country as German. They call it Deutschland. For your information, the capital city of Deutschland is Berlin. There are a few of stereotypes about Deutschland. Firstly, Germany people like to drink a lot of beer. However, they are hardworking and punctual, and because of that the rate of unemployment in Germany is very low. In Germany, a percentage of 65 to 70 of people recognize themselves as Christians, 29% of which is Catholics. There is also a Muslim minority of 4.4%. A number as high as 36% do not identify themselves as having any religion or belong to another than Christianity or Muslim. The German symbols have changed through different phases in history alongside the events that have shaped its culture and traditions. The eagle was part of the Holy Roman Empire, which after Prussia's victory over Austria in 1886 has been shared by two different states. Martin Luther and luminaries as Immanuel Kant, Johann Gottfried von Herder and Johann Wolfgang Goethe are also important figures and very contentious symbols. Today the most known symbol of the country is its black, red and gold flag. Today, the average German dress is typically Western. Both men and women wear dark simple suits and shirts in business context. However, each region of the country have their own traditional costumes, which differ a bit from one another. For example, in the state of Bavaria, the traditional costume for men is leather trousers that end just above the knee, while for women it is a dress that incorporates a bodice, blouse, full skirt and an apron. You can see people wearing these costumes, especially during carnivals or festivals. Germans drink a lot of beer, eat sausages and make bread of different taste. That is not only a stereotype, but a true fact. It is estimated that the average German consumes around 140 liters of beer per year. Only in 2012 alone, Germans drank 2.25 gallons of beer, which is actually the lowest level since the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1990. They are the second largest beer consumers in Europe, after the Czech Wurst, which means sausages in German, are an important part of the German cuisine, which are made of pork, beef or veal and flavored differently. As for bread, there is a long tradition of bread baking of which Germans take pride in. There are breads with different shapes, black and white, with different tastes and names, sweet, soft, plain with all types of seeds you could think of. The German cuisine is also rich with different types of delicious traditional foods, as well as vegetarian and vegan. You may be a picky eater, but in Germany, you will always have a lot of choices on what to eat and drink. In Germany there are 4 types of seasons in a year. The first is autumn, then the spring season. The third is winter and the last is summer. German are the world's most renowned classical composers, as Bach and Beethoven, who have marked the transition of music between the classical and romantic to Western classical music, are Germans, who were born and died in Germany. Other famous composers from Germany are Brahms, Schubert, Handel, Telemann and Orff. Nowadays, Germany is home to many music festivals, starting from electronic music to hip-hop and rock and roll. The largest music festival in Germany, which is also one of the largest in the world, is the Rock am Ring Festival, which gathers artists and performers, as well as music fans from all over the world. Germany also has many opera houses, which also serve as a tourist attraction for foreign visitors. Though the Germans are known as very bureaucratic people, they too know how to have fun and enjoy life. The widely attended carnivals and festivals prove this statement best. Both types of events are a joyful period of the year in which whole cities engage in all-out parties and colorful celebrations. The carnivals have a long history in Catholicism, while today they are celebrated by street parades of people wearing costumes and masks. There is a variety of carnivals and festivals celebrating all spheres of life and joy. Their weddings are also very special. It is a tradition for the bride to carry bread and salt with her as an omen for food harvest. On the other hand, the groom is supposed to carry grain for good luck and wealth. One of the best traits of the German people and culture is that they like to take care of each other. For example, lost items are hung on trees. If you are at a park in Germany, or anywhere near a tree, and you see something hanging at its lowest branches, then know that this is a lost thing. Somebody has lost it, and the other one who found it took care to hang it on the tree. So when retracing their steps, the owner will have it easier to find their belonging. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Yeah, for now we will main quiz dekat Kahoot ya. So everyone can join this game.
Sekejap doktor. Line slow sikit lah kita share. Doctor, maybe the line is problem right now. I think without wasting time, we should proceed to next video. Line slow. Oh, Mandarin.
So
Created using Powtoon.
Okay, now we proceed to our next member. Shaira, you may proceed with your game.
Okay, now I prepare the quiz for the audience, but Afiq will show you guys the question. I will ask you guys directly the answer. Okay, Afiq, show us the question, and anyone in this room can answer the question. Okay, question number 1. See you soon. Which one is the correct answer?
We need a volunteer for audience to respond in our questions, please.
To answer our question.
Baseball.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, next. See you tomorrow.
Sri Amisha, come on.
What the answer?
What's the answer, guys?
Bis Morgan.
Bis Morgan.
Thank you. Next.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Next, see you next week in Germany. What is it?
Bis Naste Watch.
Is it right? Nice. Easy one.
9.
Nine.
First one.
First one. Hmm.
Dapat.
Zach. Zach.
Zah.
6. Okay, that's all for the quiz. Next.
Next, we should proceed with the problem issue that before. We proceed with Afiq, Kahoot for Nur Aisyah. Okay, Chah, you may proceed.
Everyone can join to this Kahoot. Ya, boleh proceed. Okay, thanks everyone for joining. For the third place is Nayong. For the second is Gigi, congrats. And for the first place is YY. Okay, congrats to YY. Okay, I think that's all from us. Thank you for listening our presenting and joining our quiz session. Thank you everyone. Dankeschön.
Bitteschön, Aisyah. Dankeschön for Mama Azfar Malik mit Ihrer Freundin. With the presentation of the last group just now, that marks the end of our session for UHB 10702 German language course today. It is hoped that all the presentations and sharing done today have successfully expose you on the basic of German language and culture. By knowing others' language and culture, we will tend to appreciate the beauty of ours more. It indirectly helps us to become more open and adaptable to in accepting differences with the hope of having a harmonious environment. Last but not least, thank you to all presenters and participants who have joined our session today. I would like to take this opportunity to apologize for any shortcoming on our part till we meet again in the next session. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a nice day. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen.
Guten Tag, Doktor.
Tschüss, auf
Dankeschön.
Wiedersehen.
Dankeschön.
Bis nächste Woche.
Dankeschön,
Ja.
Doktor.
Bitteschön. Alle, bitteschön. Bitteschön.